Hello, everybody. This is Bimbo Barbarella, and this is Monday afternoon at 2:45 on March 7th, 2022. Um, I didn't do a music show on Saturday because I was tired and I wasn't really prepared to do the one that I wanted to do. So, just got home from the doctor's appointments, two of them, for Cat Daddy Al, and figured I would do something short. Um, Going to talk about today a band who had a very short but very explosive career. A band called Twisted Sister. Here, the TS on Twisted Sister. And I'm going to first start out with a compilation box they have of their early songs when they were playing live and before they even had a recording contract. They played lots of festivals. Now here's a cool sticker that came with this band. Shows you 1979. And I believe that they started like 1977. So even before this, they had been around for quite a bit. The first one here is from the Detroit Club in Port Chester, New York. And this has a hello, Barbara. Hello, dear. Just talking about Twisted Sister. Oh. A lot of songs that they had here, they actually never put on any records. Like Rock and Roll Saviors, Ladies Boy, Chinese Hustle, Rock and Roll Saviors. Very good, very early, very raw. Just things like this are good to see a band in their infancy, you know, when they were just starting out. The next one is the Donington Festival in England. This is, no, I skipped this one. Oh, this one is from a place called Hammerheads, which is in West Islip, New York. Hello, sweet Jessie. If any of you are from Long Island, you might know where Westlip is. You might even know where Hammerheads is. Because for the 4 years that I lived in New Jersey, they used to play a lot in a city in New Jersey called Sayreville, at a place called the Fountain Casino. And I never saw them at places like this. But now they were starting to do songs that you would recognize, like Bad Boys of Rock and Roll, Under the Blade, What You Don't Know Sure Can Hurt You, Pay the Price, Destroyer, songs that would show up on like their later albums. Yes, hello everybody. have a couple of viewers, and I don't know. I know that doing streams of this time of day usually don't get a lot of votes or watches, but sometimes, the after crowd, they watch them. Now, this is 1903 from the Donington Festival, which is a festival that they hold in England every single year. And, well, for 2 years they didn't, but they're holding one, this year. And where it is exactly in England, but it's called the Donington Castle. And this is the one where you hear a lot of their music that you do know. The kids are back, shoot them down, destroyer, like a knife in the back, we're not gonna take it, you can't stop rock and roll. And actually, this is a true fact. This is the first time that they ever played the version of It's Only Rock and Roll But I Like It by the Rolling Stones. And if you've ever heard them play this, it's fantastic because it's like 10 minutes long and it's crazy insane. It's crazy insane. Let me see what kind of music I can play that I won't get. I don't want to play Twisted Sister because I'm afraid, that I could get bagged. I could play a band called Widowmaker, hopefully. Okay, this is a band called Widowmaker. And this is from this CD called The Early Years. Their first official CD was released in England, not in the United States. It was on a label called Secret Records, and they went under before it could even get released into the United States. So this was like a import for Twisted Sisters fans in the United States. This was an import. And it has those are the songs you know. What You Don't Know Sure Can Hurt You, Bad Boys of Rock and Roll, Run for Your Life, Sin After Sin, Shoot 'Em Down, Destroyer, Under the Blade, Tear It Loose, Day of the Rocker, Shoot 'Em Down. And of course, everybody knows what Twisted Sister, Dee Snider, Eddie Ojeda, J.J. French. I think it was Tony Perro who was drums. And there's Mark the Animal Mendoza playing bass. And he was from a British band called The Dictators. I just want to see who played drums on this. And it's good because it's got all the words. You can sing like Dee Snider. Oh, it was AJ Perro. AJ Perro was the drummer because Twisted Sister did have a pretty much steady band, except they had a litany of drummers. Okay, their second album, and actually the first one released in the United States, was one called You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. And this sold pretty well because this was released in 1983, and Twisted Sister, they were still a regional band pretty much in like the Northeast, and this sold well, but it didn't break the way Atlantic Records wanted it to break. and has quality. This is probably my favorite Twisted Sister CD, just because the quality of songs on here is so much better than anything that came up, including the next one. And the next one that I'm talking about is this one. This is what broke the bank for Twisted Sister. And why it did was because of music videos. Because of MTV, which Stay Hungry, We're Not Gonna Take It, I Wanna Rock, and just those three videos everybody remembers seeing on MTV, who remembers when MTV used to show music videos. They were just crazy, insane. And it has some other decent songs in there. A song called Horatoria, which is a two-part song, and it refers to The Exorcist, the movie The Exorcist, because it's in two parts. One part is called Captain Howdy, and if you remember the movie The Exorcist, that's what Reagan in The Exorcist calls the demon who lives upstairs. She calls him Captain Howdy. So this is the one that broke them, but like I said, this is my favorite one. This is by far the most popular. I think it's sold upwards now probably like 10 million copies. It's actually one of the highest charting heavy metal albums of all time. And this one here, they tried to follow up the success of Stay Hungry with this CD called Come Out and Play. And again, they had some MTV videos, but because the ones on here were so campy and so great, they tried to recopy that magic on Come Out and Play, but they didn't. There was a song called Be Cruel to Your School, which has got to be as good as these videos are. Be Cruel to Your School, and watch it on YouTube. It is horrible. It's horrific. It's really bad. And it does have some good songs on it, but a lot of people, they didn't buy it because the song Be Cruel to Your School is probably one of the worst songs on the album, and they made a video out of it, and I think it turned a lot of people off to this album. And so Twisted Sister was now down on the downward slope. The next one is called Love is for Suckers, and this is the tattoo that I have, that I took this off of this cover here. Because this was supposedly going to be a Dee Snider solo album. That's what the record label wanted. But Dee Snider says, no, I'm not making a solo album without the rest of my band. So they clamored it as a Twisted Sister recording. Oh, hello, Honor. How are you? Dee Snider for Congress. Yeah, he's actually a very intelligent man. I've seen interviews with him. He's extremely intelligent. Just like Marilyn Manson is extremely intelligent, and Dee Snider and I think Marilyn Manson have the same idea about making music. Is they make music the way they do because they want you to think. They want you to be able to think for yourselves and not just be like some mindless sheep, or, you know, the movie from Pink Floyd, The Wall, when the kids are just like going into the, grinder, just like mindless cogs. No, music makes you think. That's what I've always enjoyed about music, is it makes me think. Anyway, this was supposed to be a Dee Snider solo, but he said no, he's not doing it. And it does have some incredibly good songs on it, but it sold like zero because this was 1987, and Twisted Sister was pretty much like an afterthought. And it's really a shame because they were such a good band, but their window was closed and opened so quick. It's like you open up the window and let a couple of bugs in, and then they come down. Electric Magic. All right, Jesse. So that's going to be your new name. What, for how long? For a couple of weeks? A couple of weeks. What am I thinking? A couple of days. You'll do something else. Jesse, and I actually need to talk to you off channel later about something. I don't know if you got approached with it or not, but we'll talk about it. Okay, so after this was Twisted Sister's Big Hits and Nasty Cuts, which is your regular, Twisted Hits kind of cover thing. It's good because it's got 16 tracks, and every song is great, and some of them are even live. And on here is the version of It's Only Rock and Roll by the Rolling Stones. And oh, hello, White Tupac, nice to see you, sir. Yes, Jess, I will. Yes, Jess, and that's what I'm talking about. I will. It's like 15 minutes long, and one thing that was great, if you never saw Twisted Sister, some of Dee Snider's rants in between the songs were legendary, and I hate to say it, sometimes even better than the songs. Because that comes up on a later CD that I have. Okay, and after that, and I do have it, but it's called A Twisted Christmas, and I don't have a copy of it with me because because it's in my Christmas stuff box, which is down in our storage unit. And I was thinking about doing this show today when I was at the doctor's with Al. And sorry guys, I love to entertain you with music, but I am not stopping at a storage unit to find one CD. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then after that came Live at Whackin', which is just, again, just a live thing, and they're doing the same songs they've done their entire career. Bad Boys of Rock and Roll. They do a cover version of Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf. I'll Never Grow Up, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll, The Kids Are Back, Stay Hungry, all those. And so then they decided to take a break. The lead guitarist, J.J. French, he went on to produce a lot of different artists. And if I really did my homework that well, I would have had some of those for you, but I don't. So that's being that. The Snider has released a number of different CDs with like different projects. His actually first solo band was a band called Widowmaker. And this actually got like zero airplay because, again, he was signed to a contract and the record label went belly up before it was released, so it's actually hard to find. It's actually very hard to find. This is the second one. There's the first one by a band called Widowmaker called Blood and Bullets, which is like impossible to find. I found it on Amazon, but I like Twisted Sister, I like Dee Snider, but I'm not paying $32 for a CD. Alright, Mr. Jesse, it's always good to see you, and like I said, I'll send you out that, tweet when I'm done. So he was then in a band called Desperado, and this is their second CD, Ace. Their first CD is called Bloodied and Unbound, which is like impossible to find because that's just a compilation of the Widowmaker songs under the Desperado label. But this is a completely original album. Okay? And so then Dee Snider went out and stepped out on his own. His first CD in 2010 was called Never Let the Bastards Wear You Down. And I guess maybe he didn't have a lot of material because it was just a combination of Widowmaker and Desperado CDs. So, and then he did a CD which is kind of an abomination called Dee Does Broadway, and it's swing music. There is one song on there, Mac the Knife, which everybody knows that song, Mac the Knife. That's the only one that he really gets kind of hard and heavy on. And if you can look that up on Twitter, not on Twitter, sorry. If you want to look that up on YouTube, Dee Snider, Mac the Knife, it's worth looking at because it's good. I might even post it on my Twitter. As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about that, I will. I will post it on my Twitter. And then after that, he released a CD called For the Love of Metal. For the Love of Metal. Which is very good. And what I'm listening to now, he released it right after the original studio album, was For the Love of Metal Live. And it's got a lot of good new songs called Lies Are Business, Tomorrow's No Concern, American Made, and he does throw in some of his Twisted Sister staples. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll, The Kids Are Back, We're Not Gonna Take It. He does a song called I Am the Hurricane, which is good, For the Love of Metal. And he does a kick-ass, killer version of Highway to Hell by AC/DC. And that's just worth the price of admission right there, with him doing AC/DC Highway to Hell. And he has released a new album that I have not heard yet, and I don't have it, so I can't comment on it, but it's called Leave a Scar. I just haven't bought it yet. I've read some of the reviews, and it got decent reviews. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but it was probably, you know, if you like Dee Snider, you like Twisted Sister, I think it's only like $12, $13 on Amazon, so I'm definitely gonna get it. Dee Snider's had drugs and alcohol his entire life. However, he drank so much coffee during that time. Yeah, and you know what, Hunter? And you know what? And you say that. And I remember I used to go out with somebody who was a recovering alcoholic, and we were living together, and I respected the fact that he didn't drink, so I didn't drink. However, we would go to AA meetings, and you see these people pounding down, you know, like 22 cups of coffee. I mean, you're gonna get more buzzed on 22 cups of coffee than I do on a can of Labatt's Blue Beer. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? I mean, there is a, it's, you know, however you want to say it, I mean, you're still getting buzzed, but coffee doesn't have the stigma. There's no like coffee and there's no Coffee Anonymous club. Well, that I know of. There probably could be. I would not be surprised if somewhere in the world there is not a coffee drinker anonymous club. Yes. Can you imagine drinking 15 cups of coffee a day? I mean, that's not healthy for your stomach. Well, neither is drinking Guinness either, but I enjoy Guinness more than I am drinking 15 cups of coffee a day, that's for sure. And ever since my cancer, I drink so much less. I do. And like, I always seem to be drunk, so imagine how much I used to drink. So, kind of hope you guys liked my little Twisted Sister thing here. Like I said, it was a spur of the moment thing today. I thought of sitting in the doctor's office. And now coming up on Saturday is our my College of Knowledge Top Rock show. Me, my two comrades, Jennifer N. and Chris, are going to be doing our 13 favorite Black Sabbath songs. And now we have to make a call here about Black Sabbath songs. They can only be Black Sabbath songs that have Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward. As many great albums they did with Ronnie James Dio, who actually did 5. They had drummers in there, Vinny Appice and Cozy Powell. They did 3 each. Ian Gillan, he sang on 1. Glenn Hughes, who played with Deep Purple, Whitesnake, and now plays with a band called Dead Daisies, he sang on 1. Good guitarist who actually passed away several years ago, Jeff Nichols, he was on it. But it has to be only those 4: Ozzy, Tony Iommi, Geezer, and Bill Black Sabbath's last two albums, 13 and The End, will not count because Bill Ward was not the drummer. So that's how the show is. It's going to be only the band with those four members in it. And that's coming up Saturday at 8 o'clock. And I will be prepared to do it. And like I said, Saturday I was going to do something, but I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, and I was tired because I had to mow like 2 old people's lawns, but I got paid for them, so but still I was tired. I didn't feel like doing it. So also don't forget that Boyd Wrestling is Friday. I'll probably do my picks as soon as Coach releases them, sometimes Wednesday, sometimes Thursday, and we'll see. Jesse, I don't know if you'll be wrestling. Wait, Tupac, I don't know if you are, because Hunter, I don't know if you are, because I have no idea of what the card is. So, okay, well, this is it. Let me close it up. It's 30 minutes. Want to thank everybody for watching and taking your time on a Monday afternoon. It's nice and sunny. Oh, yeah, my tattoos are nice, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, they're nice. Okay, yeah, because they did do the little bit of like scabbing, and that came out well. I mean, because any tattoo, if you take care of it right, it's gonna look right. So I don't know, and I kind of did wanted to get 2 more band tattoos before I die in like July. So I'm trying to think of what 2 to get. I don't know. I don't want to get Kiss. I don't want to get AC/DC because those are just words. I want to get a tattoo of a band that has a symbol, like Twisted Sister or like the Stones. I don't want the words written on me. So we'll see. I mean, because out of all my record collection, I'm sure I can, think up somebody. So, all right, Hunter. I guess you're the last one left. So thank you, my friend, and I will chat with you some other time. Bye bye, everybody. Molly Hatchet, yeah. Wait, okay, because I didn't end it yet. Molly Hatchet, yeah, and they were drawn by an artist. They were drawn by an artist called Frank Frazetta. But they're so complex. I have a whole book, Honor, of like Frank Frazetta drawings. Oh, now that would be kind of cool. I have a Pink Floyd emblem in mind that I would like to do. Like the pyramid with from like Dark Side of the Moon. Oh yes, of course they're cool looking. Jesus Christ, but no. Okay, Hunter. But how do you think this would look? The Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. The pyramid with like the prism looking coming out. I think that would look cool. because everybody knows that. I'll see, but I can't do that until next month because I got a lot of bills. Oh, hello, Miss Heaven. So I guess I won't leave. Hello, Miss Heaven. How are you, dear? Nice to see you, my friend. You know, you're always welcome. I just did my show about band Twisted Sister. And sorry that you missed it. I don't know, but a religious person like you, are you familiar with Twisted Sister, ma'am? See, and you know, and that's what's cool that I like about like some people is like I can make like a joke like that to some people, and I know that she's not offended, but some people, if you say that to, oh my God, I'm so offended. Oh Jesus, you offended. Oh please. Okay, and so let me ask Miss Heaven Sense. Okay, because you've seen my tattoos, Heaven. I want to get another one next month in April. And you know the band Pink Floyd. I was thinking of getting a Pink Floyd pyramid with like the prism lights coming out, you know, from like the Dark Side of the Moon cover. Or, Hunter, you know what else I was kind of thinking of, but I think it would be too expensive. You know, from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, you know, Tarkus. You know, like the armadillo with with like the treadmills. That might be too expensive. Yeah. Oh, see. Yeah. Heaven sounds cool. Yeah. So. Thank you. Yeah. That sounds cool. I mean, you know, because I want to get these tattoos done because I've always wanted them and I never got them, and I figure that I'm gonna be dead by like July, so I want to go out, you know, looking cool. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna die in July, but I have a daily planetary guidebook that's is like a calendar, and it has, you know, like all sorts of star charts and stuff like that. And I don't take this stuff 100% serious, but some of it's uncanny about how true it actually is. So it says that there's going to be something terrible happening in July. So either I'll be dead or Al will be dead. One of the two. so, so, and I don't want to say Al's going to be dead because that would just be mean. I'll say it's me. Well, thank you, Hunter. There's a song by Foreigner says, "I want to know what love is. I know I can find it." That's another band that's me and Jen and Chris, my crew, could do, is like some of our Foreigner songs. I know, I know, but I don't know, but the book said something's gonna happen. But then again, when I do wrestling, I consult the Magic 8 Ball and the Magic Dice. You know, so here I am reading planetary guides and so yeah, I mean, Evan, and what do you think? Oh, and you think that might be a cool idea for a show coming up? Like favorite foreigner songs, because they have so many. They have so many songs, so many good songs. Yeah. Okay. So maybe Saturday night's show. When I'm on, I'll I'll bring the question to Jennifer and Chris and see what they think. I've got a very scary song here. Um, and I hope I don't get in trouble for playing this. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but there's only three of us, so. Let me get rid of this.
When I die and they lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best. When I lay me down to die, gonna go up to the spirit.
And can you hear this in the background? It's a song, Spirit in the Sky.
That's where I'm gonna go.
But it's actually sung by William Shatner.
When I die and they lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best.
I don't know. Let me play it a little louder. Maybe you guys can hear it. Okay, but you got to hear William Shatner singing it.
Prepare yourself, you'll know it's a must. So you know that when you die, he's going to recommend you to the spirit in the sky.
All right, let me
going to
turn it
recommend
down,
you
so.
to the spirit in the sky. That's where you're going to go when you die.
He has a entire CD of him singing rock and roll songs. Some of the songs that he sings are Major Tom, Space Oddity, Twilight Zone by Golden Earring, Iron Man by Black Sabbath, She Blinded Me with Science by Thomas Dolby, Planet Earth by Duran Duran, Spirit Machine, of course, by Norman Greenbaum, and a song called Silver Machine by a band called Motorhead. Oh, seven. Oh, seven. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Seven Heaven. Yeah, Miss Seven Heaven. You can buy this, and I'll send you the link on Twitter where you can buy this. So.
You know that when I die, he's going to set me up with the spirit in the sky.
See, but.
Oh, set me up with the
and I think that I've said before.
That's where I'm going to go when I die.
I mean, honestly, my television is not on. My television has not been on all day. When I woke up, I had music, and I had 2 doctor appointments that I had to go to. But the minute that I get home, I listen to music. Leon Russell. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Leon Russell. Yes, I haven't heard Leon Russell in a long time there, Hunter. That's a good call. Miss Heaven, have you ever heard of Leon Russell? He might be a little too old for you. I don't know, but he's like from the early 70s, right, Hunter?
Earth below us, drifting.
Well, he's good. He's good.
Weightless.
Okay. No, real honey. If you got nothing better to do, just pull him up on like YouTube, Leon Russell, and he's really good. He's really good. He's really good. And now this is him doing a band, doing a song Silver Machine by a band called Hawkwind. And if you know the band Hawkwind, Lemmy Kilmister was in this band, and he's singing here. He went up, well, not this. Oh, this is William Shatner, but he's singing this song originally by Hawkwind, and he went on to start the band Motorhead. That's who Lemmy Kilmister is, the guy from Motorhead.
The other side of the sky. I got a silver machine. It flies sideways through time. It's an electric flash. It's your zodiac sign. I got
Alright guys, well, that's it. I do gotta get going, so it's been nice chatting, and I didn't expect to have a whole big crowd on a Monday afternoon, but hey, I got to chat with people who I consider my friends, so that's good. Yes, Heaven, and I will send you a link for what was I going to send you a link for? Oh, Leon Russell and Spirit in the Sky. Yes, okay, yes, Miss Heaven. Good night, Hunter. Well, good afternoon. Bye-bye.